It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte controls the tap. Walker. To Batum. Shot from the lane won't go.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
From the painted area, won't go down. Hornets at the controls of this one. To Nick Batum. Had a good look there, but it's no good. A pass stolen by the Hornets. Out of bounds. Last touch by Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Kyrie across the timeline. There it is. Al Horford missed his first. That one goes.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Walker to Batum. Rejected by Tatum.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Irving into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Marcus Smart. The shot turned away by Kidd-Gilchrist.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Marvin Williams at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Celtics have it.
I got ball. I got ball.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go in.
And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Into the front court, it's Irving. His team up by one. Nothing going here on that drive. Kyrie Irving, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Batum off the mark. No good. Here's Irving into the front court. Up by 3. Charlotte basketball. Walker. Oh, he had it.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact potentially the next time down the court.
Tatum. His first effort off the mark. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 3. Whoa! What a finish! Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game, number 0.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
The shot blocked by Batum.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Hornets have the basketball. Miles Bridges. Walker buries it on the catch and shoot.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
And a pass taken away by Charlotte. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Hayward. And he buries it.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
We played one here at TD Garden with the Celtics on top. Back with more on a Sunday night after this. This is the NBA, and it's on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to put...
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Screen coming. Parker. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Parker. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Horford to Rozier. A pass stolen by the Hornets to Parker. A big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 9, Tony Parker.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. It's a one-point game, 13-12. Here comes the screen. Got it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Parker. And a pass.
Dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Short jumper off the mark.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
To Rozier. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. It'll stay with Charlotte. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 13, Marcus Morris.
Walker. Brown up to block the shot.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Celtics have it. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Batum. Walker. Pass taken away by the Celtics. Work it down to Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Charlotte with the basketball. Walker. Not that time. To Rozier.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
To Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Walker into the front court. 5-point game. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Horford to Irving.
Me and you.
Blocked away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Parker to Walker.
Ice.
Here comes the screen. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 2 of 4 now.
This is how you contain probably the most dangerous guard with the ball off the dribble in the NBA. You have to put an agile 3 on him, somebody that gives him a lot of space, force him to settle for that jump shot, contest late, and hope that that length can block that shot. But also, once he gets around you, he's always worried about you looming behind him with that wingspan. An agile 3 is the answer.
Kyrie. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free? Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Ball. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here. because that was not an easy look.
Hornets right now in possession. The drive, right to the basket. Oh, Horford up to block the shot. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half with the Celtics in front.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Celtics have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Boston Celtics. The Charlotte Hornets were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Charlotte Hornets,
Game track. Field goals.
the Boston Celtics are keeping things simple, just making their shots. Easier said than done, of course, but it doesn't take an expert to know shooting more successfully than your opponents translates into wins.
Player of the half.
Marcus Smart was all over the boards in the first half. You've got to appreciate his determination when shots go up.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Walker with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. It's denied by Horford.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Jason Tatum trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. Tatum's good on the free throw. It's a three-point play as Boston adds to the lead. Hornets at the controls of this one. Walker to Nick Batum.
Watch that cutter.
Can't miss those. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Into the down by 9. To Batum. Knocked loose. Beyond the arc for three. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Irving into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist. Walker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Defense making the ball handler work. Goes to the right side. To Irving. Kyrie Irving looking good. 4 for 5.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Walker to Nick Batum. Shot blocked by Morris.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for three. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court with saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala both on and off the court.
Tony Parker, small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Into the front court, it's Irving. They lead it by 14. To Marcus Smart. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Had a chance, but it's no good. There it is, Al Horford. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a timeout from the Hornets coach, as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
And submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for the Boston Celtics, number 20, Gordon Hayward.
Parker. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Marvin Williams.
Get it back.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here's Irving into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own.
Oh, and a putback.
I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
That's me. Yeah. Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
And scores. Strong take.
Oh, yeah.
In the stairs, he's coming, in the stairs.
Deep three at the buzzer. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that three-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
Marcus Smart with a chance at a 4-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Count it at the line. That ends the third quarter. The Celtics way out in front. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Boston with the basketball. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Takes stock of the floor to Irving. Missed a wide open look. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys down big.
Don't let him split, don't let him split.
To Nick Batum. Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Brown into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Hayward. Irving, Hayward. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Here comes the screen. Walker. Celtics have it. And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Big finish. Full head of steam that time.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that, whew.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 2, I got him. Williams.
I got him.
Stepping in for the Boston Celtics, number 13, Marcus Morris.
Irving to Marcus Morris. Irving shakes free and hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
To Irving. From the painted area, won't go down. Walker with the basketball. Down a bundle. Batum to Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. 4-3. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
To Irving. Marcus Morris, strong finish.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collect 1. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Walker, lets it fly from long range. And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Driving right to the basket. Charlotte has the board. Flushes it home.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 12, Terry Rozier. Subbing in for the Charlotte Hornets, number 14.
Irving. A pass stolen by the Hornets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Irving to Rozier. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. To Irving. Tatum. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Hornets didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. The Charlotte Hornets got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game traffic. Assists.
The Hornets had a lot of trouble working as a team defensively, giving up the kind of assists that happen from poor communication. Kyrie Irving was behind the majority of those dimes and deserves a lot of credit for having his passes on target and on time.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.